Bologna vs Roma prediction, team news, lineups preview. Master meets apprentice on Sunday evening, as Bologna host Roma at Stadio Dall'Ara with the teams level on points in the Serie A standings. Jose Mourinho's men travel to Emilia-Romagna for a clash with Thiago Motta's in-form Rossablu side, having just missed out on automatic entry to the Europa League's last 16. Match preview. Closing out their campaign in the Europa League group stage, Roma's 3-0 win over Sheriff Tiraspol on Thursday was not enough to snatch top spot in Group G, where they finished 2 points behind winners Slavia Prague. As a result, last season's beaten finalists only progressed to February's playoff round, in which they will meet one of 8 Champions League dropouts, putting a dampener on the joyful celebrations of teenage midfielder Niccolò Pasilli, who netted in injury time after coming off the bench. Europa League specialist Romelu Lukaku was also on target for the giallorossai at Stadio Olimpico, where Jose Mourinho's side hosted Serie A rivals Fiorentina last weekend. On the back of 3 wins from 4 league matches, Roma overcame losing both Nikola Zalewski and opening goalscorer Lukaku to red cards during a fiery finale and held out for a 1-1 draw that kept them inside the top 4 on goal difference. A trip to 5th-placed Bologna now awaits on Sunday, when the capital club will aim to defy their inconsistency on the road and move clear of their hosts, who also have 25 points from 15 matches. In 7 Serie A away games this season, featuring 2 wins and 3 losses, the giallorossai have never repeated the same result twice in succession, although they recently beat Bologna's regional rivals Sassuolo 2-1 at the Mapei Stadium. Although they have not scored a league goal against Roma for 325 minutes of play, in fact, since December 2021, Bologna will surely expect to end that drought this weekend, given their superb form in recent months. The last time the Rossablu were either on par with or ahead of Roma in the Serie A standings at this stage of a season was back in 2002, which was also the most recent occasion they earned at least 25 points from their first 15 top-flight fixtures. Overseen by much-admired coach Thiago Motta, who formed part of Mourinho's treble-winning Inter squad during the 2009-2010 campaign, Bologna would actually qualify for the Champions League as things stand. Italy currently have 5 places in Europe's top club competition for next season's expanded tournament, although that can still change. Following last week's 2-1 defeat of struggling Salernitana, in which ex-Bayern Munich striker Joshua Zirkzee bagged an early brace, only Scudetto challengers Juventus have won more games by a single-goal margin this season. Roma have registered 3 to Bologna's 4. Motta's men now return to home turf, where they have won each of their last 5 fixtures, including a Coppa Italia victory over Verona. That makes them a force to be reckoned with at the Dall'Ara. So Rossablu fans are daring to dream of returning to Europe after more than 2 decades away. Team news. Following his dismissal for a reckless sliding tackle against Fiorentina, Romelu Lukaku must serve a suspension, adding to Jose Mourinho's selection headache. Lukaku's strike partner Paulo Dybala went off with a thigh injury after setting up the Belgians' early goal. In the pair's absence, Andrea Bellotti, who has not scored in his last 9 league games against Bologna, should start up front, although Evan Ndicka is back after a European ban. Nikola Zalewski is also suspended, while Roma will again be without English duo Tammy Abraham and Chris Smalling. Housemar's presence is doubtful due to an adductor problem. Mourinho will recall first-choice goalkeeper Rui Patricio after Miles Filer made another cup appearance in midweek, with Leandro Paredes and captain Lorenzo Pellegrini also set for promotion from the bench. Meanwhile, Bologna's absentees include Riccardo Orsolini, Jesper Karlsson and Adama Samaro, all of whom will not return until next year, plus fullback Lorenzo De Silvestri, who is sidelined by a calf strain. Sure to feature up front, Dutch striker Joshua Zirkzee is the youngest forward throughout Europe's top 5 leagues to have scored at least 7 goals this season. Including his 2 assists, he has tallied 9 goal involvements overall. Ex-Roma goalkeeper Łukasz Skorupski starts behind a settled side, which should remain relatively unchanged from last week's win in Salerno. Bologna possible starting lineup. Skorupski, Posch, Bukima, Calafiori, Christensen, Freuler, Abisher, Doi, Ferguson, Sailmakers, Xerxes. Roma possible starting lineup: Patricio, Mancini, Llorente, Ndika, Christensen, Cristante, Paredes, Pellegrini, Spinazzola, El Shaarawy, Bellotti. We say, Bologna 0-0 Roma. In the last 5 Serie A meetings between Bologna and Roma, only 3 goals have been scored, while both clubs are inside this term's top 6 for fewest shots on target conceded. With the stakes fairly high, given their close proximity in the table, a stalemate may be the likeliest outcome. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.